The hidden symbols in Da Vinci's art that reveal a conspiracy delve into the mysteries of Leonardo da Vinci's art in this revealing video. We explore hidden symbols in works like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper that point to historical conspiracy theories. Real facts blend with intriguing interpretations that will keep you captivated from beginning to end. Like, comment your theories, and subscribe to receive more content that challenges your historical knowledge. What if I told you that Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance genius, hid secrets in his paintings that could topple empires and change the history of humanity forever? Picture a man who lived over 500 years ago, creating paintings everyone admires, but which are actually coded maps for a conspiracy involving the church, secret societies, and forbidden knowledge. Think that's an exaggeration? Think again. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a painter. He was a scientist, inventor, anatomist, and, according to many historians, someone who knew hidden secrets that few dared to reveal. His paintings aren't just beautiful images. They're filled with concealed symbols that, when decoded, suggest a larger plot. A conspiracy involving the power of the Catholic Church, ancient knowledge, and even secret bloodlines. Today we're diving into this. We'll analyze his most famous works, like the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, and others, and uncover the symbols hidden in plain sight that most people overlook. Get ready, because this will make you question everything you've learned about history and art. Let's start with Leonardo da Vinci's life to understand how he became the master of secrets. Leonardo was born in 1452 in a small village near Florence, Italy. He was the illegitimate son of a wealthy notary and a poor peasant woman. From a young age, he showed incredible talent for drawing and observing nature. At 14, he became an apprentice in the studio of Andrea del Verrocchio, one of the greatest artists of the time. There, he learned not only painting but also sculpture, engineering, and anatomy. But Leonardo was restless. He wasn't content with what he saw on the surface. He dissected bodies at night in secret to understand how the human body worked. This was dangerous at the time because the church forbade dissections. Right here, we see a man defying the rules, seeking forbidden knowledge. He traveled extensively, working for powerful families like the Medici in Florence and Ludovico Sforza in Milan. In Milan, he painted The Last Supper, one of his most mystery-filled works. Later, he went to Rome, and at the end of his life to France, invited by King Francis I. He died in 1519, leaving thousands of pages of coded notes written backward, as if he wanted to hide something. Why? Many say it was to protect his ideas from thieves or the Inquisition. But what if it was to conceal bigger secrets? Leonardo was fascinated by symbols. In his notes, he drew geometric shapes, studies of proportions, and even flying machines that seemed straight out of ancient legends. He studied mathematics, optics, and even alchemy. Alchemy wasn't just about turning metal into gold. It was a quest for spiritual knowledge, for understanding the universe's secrets. And that's where the conspiracies come in. Some historians believe Leonardo was part of secret societies, like the precursors to the Freemasons, or groups that guarded knowledge from ancient Egypt and Greece. His paintings are full of references to this. Let's move to the first work, the Mona Lisa. Everyone knows that mysterious smile, but what does it hide? The Mona Lisa, painted between 1503 and 1519, depicts Lisa del Giocondo, the wife of a Florentine merchant. Or does it? Some say it's a disguised self-portrait or a representation of the Virgin Mary. But let's look at the symbols. First, the background, that mountainous landscape with rivers and bridges. Researchers found that the left and right sides don't perfectly align. It's like two different worlds. The left is lower, the right higher. This could symbolize duality, masculine and feminine, earth and sky. Leonardo used the sfumato technique, blurring lines to create mystery. But X-ray scans revealed hidden layers. In 2007, A French scientist used reflective light technology and found an underlying painting, a different woman looking to the side, without the columns in the background. Why did Leonardo paint over it? Maybe to hide something. And the eyes? Magnifications show tiny letters, LV in the right eye, Leonardo Vinci's initials. In the left, something like CE or B. Is it a code? Theorists say it points to Cecilia Gallerani, another of Leonardo's muses, but it goes deeper. The bridge in the background might be the Ponte Romito di Laterina on the Arno River, or the Azone Visconti Bridge in Lecco. Why? Perhaps to tie the painting to places with secret histories. And the smile. Studies show it changes depending on the angle. Up close, it looks serious. From afar, it smiles. It's an optical illusion based on Leonardo's knowledge of vision. But what does it symbolize? The ambiguity of truth, perhaps? In conspiracy theories, the Mona Lisa is a code for the goddess Isis, or the secret bloodline of Jesus. Remember the Da Vinci Code? Dan Brown suggests Mona Lisa is an anagram for Amon Lisa, Egyptian gods. Amon, male god, Isis, female. Again, duality. Fact is, Leonardo painted many Madonnas, virgins with child full of symbols. In the Virgin of the Rocks from 1483, we see Mary, baby Jesus, John the Baptist, and an angel. The background is a rocky cave with detailed plants. Leonardo studied botany. Each plant has meaning: palm for victory, jasmine for purity. But the composition: Jesus blesses John, who prays to him. The angel points to John. Why? In tradition, John baptizes Jesus, but here it's reversed. Perhaps a symbol of heresy, suggesting John was more important, or a reference to the Priory of Sion, an alleged secret society guarding secrets about Jesus. Fact: Leonardo was linked to humanist groups that questioned the church. In the London version of the Virgin of the Rocks, there are differences. More light, more details, scans show underdrawings, preliminary sketches with changes. Did Leonardo alter them to hide messages? Now, The Last Supper, painted between 1495 and 1498 in the convent of Santa Maria del Grazie in Milan. It shows Jesus announcing the betrayal. But look closely. The apostles are in groups of three. 3 is a sacred number, the Trinity. There are bread and wine on the table, but no chalice, the Holy Grail. Why? Theorists say the Grail isn't a chalice, but a person. Look at the apostle to Jesus' right. It's John, but he looks like a woman. Long hair, no beard. In the Da Vinci Code, it's Mary Magdalene. In fact, Leonardo painted androgynous figures, but the position forms a V with Jesus, a feminine symbol, and the space between them is like an inverted chalice, symbolizing Magdalene as Jesus' wife, carrying his bloodline. Historians say it's John, young, but why no chalice? Leonardo ignored the symbol of divine covenant, perhaps criticizing the church. Studies show musical notes on the table. If you trace lines through the bread and hands, it forms a score. Giovanni Maria Palla deciphered a 40-second melody, a requiem. Plausible, says the Da Vinci Museum director. Numbers. The painting uses the golden ratio. Jesus' face is at the vanishing point, symbolizing divinity. But Judas holds a purse, spills salt. Spilled salt is betrayal. Peter's knife foreshadows the ear-cutting. All calculated. Now, the Vitruvian Man, drawn in 1490, shows ideal human proportions based on Vitruvius. Man in a square and circle symbolizes harmony between man and universe. But esoteric. Square is earth, circle is sky, man as microcosm. Leonardo studied sacred geometry, similar to Masonic symbols. Fact: Leonardo wasn't a declared Mason but influenced them. His notebooks have knot drawings like Leonardo's knots. Caroline Cocciardi found interlaced knots in his paintings, mathematical symbols. In the Adoration of the Magi, infrared revealed hidden drawings. An Egyptian temple with lotus, a tree growing in ruins. symbolizing the end of an era, the birth of another. Maurizio Serracini found hidden figures, ox, donkey, faces. Why hidden? Perhaps a message about paganism versus Christianity. In Bacchus of St. John the Baptist, the finger points upward. Like in hidden images, John was Florence's patron, but also a symbol of esoteric knowledge. Leonardo painted him androgynous again, duality, now connecting to the conspiracy. Theories say Leonardo guarded secrets of Solomon's temple or the Grail. Influenced by Luca Pacioli, a mathematician who wrote about divine proportion. Together, they illustrated Divina Proporzione, full of geometric symbols. Leonardo knew Hermetic writings, from Hermes Trismegistus, alchemy, magic. His mirror writing, backward, needs a mirror to read, symbolizing truth inversion. The church hunted heretics. Leonardo avoided it. But in his paintings he subtly criticized. In The Last Supper, the Grail's absence suggests the real secret is Jesus's bloodline. Historical documents show ideas like Jesus being married existed in apocryphal texts. Leonardo accessed secret libraries. In Milan, he worked for Sforza, tied to orders. Perhaps a Priory of Sion member, fictional in Brown's book but based on legends. Fact: secret societies existed, like the Rosicrucians. Leonardo influenced them. His inventions, flying machines, tanks. Impractical then, symbolizing the future, or Atlantean knowledge. Theorists link to Atlantis, but stick to facts. His diaries, 13,000 pages, many lost. Bill Gates bought the Codex Leicester for $30 million, full of water studies symbolizing life's flow. Now the Annunciation, angel with real bird wings, flowers, lily for purity. But proportions, Mary larger than the angel, symbolizing feminine importance. Leonardo painted strong women. Lady with an ermine, Cecilia Gallerani. Ermine symbolizes purity, but also Ludovico Sforza. Political code. Ermine is an anagram for Ermine, but in Greek, Gale, like Gallerani. Wordplay. Leonardo loved riddles. In St. Jerome in the Wilderness, the lion symbolizes strength. Jerome beats his chest with a stone, penance. But precise anatomy from dissections. Illegal. Message. Seeking truth is costly. Now expanding. Think of the Renaissance, a time of rediscovering the ancient. Leonardo read Plato, Aristotle. Ideas about soul, cosmos. His paintings reflect this. In Battle of Anghiari, unfinished. Copies show furious horses, symbolizing war's chaos. But experimental technique failed. Walls melted. Accident or sabotage. Conspiracy, likely error. But shows risks he took. Back to Mona Lisa. X-rays show no eyebrows. But 2007 scans show she had them, worn by time, or removed for symbolism. In the era, women shaved eyebrows, but maybe code, landscape, mountains like in China. Oriental influence. Leonardo knew ancient maps, perhaps via Silk Road. Conspiracy, hidden global knowledge. Now Salvator Mundi, sold for 450 million. Jesus with a crystal orb, but wrong optics, no refraction. Deliberate, symbolizing illusion, or that Jesus isn't divine as claimed. Heretical, debates if it's Leonardo's, but attributed. Symbols, blessing hand, 3 fingers, Trinity, orb, world, but empty inside. Faith's void, theories, expanding life. Leonardo, vegetarian, loved animals, bought birds to free them, symbolizing freedom. In paintings, animals with meaning. In Virgin and Child with Saint Anne, 3 generations. Saint Anne, Mary, Jesus. Lamb symbolizes sacrifice, but triangular composition. Stability, underlayers show changes. Angel removed. Why? Mystery. Leonardo collaborated, pupils copied, Giampietrino copied The Last Supper, preserving lost details, original deteriorated by technique, tempera on dry plaster, not true fresco. Why? To revise, obsessed with perfection. Now Leonardo's knots in paintings, edges with complex knots. Symbolizing infinity or mathematics, Cocciardi studied 20 years. Knots tell a story, from ornamental to mathematical. In Mona Lisa, veil with knots, hidden. Why? Message for initiates, perhaps Masons, Masonic symbols, compass, square. Leonardo used proportions, influenced. Now Caravaggio's Bacchus, not Da Vinci but similar, hidden self-portrait in jug, reflectography revealed, artists hid, Da Vinci too. In adoration, hidden Egyptian temple, lotus, ancient Egypt, tree in ruins, rebirth. Message, Christianity over paganism, but conspiracy, church hid pagan origins. Fact, many Christian symbols from paganism, Da Vinci knew, studied history, now expanding theories. In the Da Vinci Code, Grail is bloodline, based on Holy Blood, Holy Grail. 1982 book, suggests Jesus married Magdalene, children in France, priory protected, Da Vinci Grandmaster, fiction but based on legends. Fake documents, but old idea. Gnostic Gospels mention Magdalene's importance. Did Da Vinci paint her? In the Last Supper, maybe. Fact, church suppressed texts. Real conspiracy, Inquisition. Da Vinci avoided. Painting religious, but with twists. Now Vitruvian Man, based on Vitruvius. Proportions, height, tacos, 8 heads, but square and circle. Microcosm, symbolizes man as measure, humanism against theocentrism, conspiracy, Renaissance challenged church, Da Vinci part of it. His flights, ornithopter, inspired by birds, but Icarus myth, symbolizing hubris or freedom. Didn't fly, but concept, now anatomy, 240 drawings, heart, womb, discovered valves, but hidden, published centuries later. Why? Fear, conspiracy, controlled knowledge. Church feared science. Galileo condemned. Da Vinci anticipated. Now, mirror writing. Easy for left-handers, but code needs mirror. Symbolizing inverted world, hidden truth. In notes, cryptography, scrambled words. Like Galileo, anagram for discovery. Da Vinci similar. Now, influence. Inspired Brown. Movie with Hanks. Debates. But facts, real symbols, melody in supper, letters in Mona, hidden layers, technology reveals, reflectography, infrared, show secrets. Seracini scanned adoration, new world beneath, creative ferment, but conspiracy painted over. By whom? Da Vinci or another? Mystery. Now, Michelangelo's Pietà, not Da Vinci but similar. Jesus young, Mary old? No. Mary idealized, but X-rays show hidden skulls. No, in another portrait. D, Elizabeth's advisor, skulls painted over, to sell. But conspiracy, magic. D was occultist. Da Vinci similar, studied optics, camera obscura, used for painting, secret technology. Now, expanding the Last Supper, windows 3, Trinity, walls 4 panels, earth, numbers, Fibonacci, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, groups, table legs, yes, nature's sequence, Da Vinci used, golden ratio, in Mona, left eye divides, golden triangles, nose spiral, harmony, symbolizing divine perfection, but conspiracy, sacred knowledge, from Pythagoreans. Secret societies, Da Vinci knew. Now Van Gogh's Café Terrace at night, not Da Vinci, but similar, 12 diners, waiter as Jesus. Cross, homage, artists' copy codes, Da Vinci started. Now Bruegel's Netherlandish proverbs, 126 proverbs hidden, more maybe. Artists hide, Da Vinci master, now Holbein's ambassadors. Anamorphosis, distorted skull, seen from side, vanitas, death. Da Vinci used perspective, in supper, vanishing point. Now, Titian's Ecce Homo, overpainted, hidden portrait, artists reused. Da Vinci 2, layers, now portrait musician, musical notes revealed, pointing fingers, code, Da Vinci similar, now Ginevra de Benci, Orion stars in eyes, Cypriot symbols in hairband, spiky background secrets, Da Vinci used astro, in supper, moon window, astrology, theory, square root symbols, in supper, interpreted, now expanding life more. Childhood, basic education, but self-taught, read much. Influences, Toscanelli, geographer, maps. Da Vinci drew maps. Maybe conspired explorations. Columbus, indirect link, now France, Clos Lucé, secret tunnel to King's Castle. Private talks, what discussed? Secrets. Da Vinci took Mona. Why? Unfinished. Or personal code. King bought. Now Louvre, now cultural impact. Da Vinci Code sold millions, church debates, but facts, real symbols, not total fiction. Now John D., Eye of Providence, not Da Vinci, but similar occult, Da Vinci influenced. Now finalizing theories, conspiracy, Da Vinci warned about church control. Jesus's bloodline, ancient knowledge, symbols for initiates. Today elites use symbols, $I, Masons, Da Vinci precursor. Fact or not, fascinating. Think, next time you see a painting, look beyond. There might be a code. This changes everything. The world is full of secrets, Da Vinci showed. Now, you see, if you enjoyed this dive into Da Vinci's mysteries, don't forget to like the video to help spread these secrets. Comment below, which symbol shocked you the most? Or which theory do you want me to explore in the next video? Ask questions in the comments. Maybe I'll answer in the next one. And subscribe to the channel to not miss more content like this, full of history, art and conspiracies that will make you think. Follow me to stay in the loop. Thanks for watching until the end. You're part of this journey.